Don't have to buy anything they make, do we?
You have a drink every day in school, too.
The crew members, in order to overcome the earthly gravity, have been
Hello, good afternoon. And guys, good afternoon to everyone. And of course, happy Mother's Day to all mothers. It's actually, we're celebrating here in UK Mother's Day, March 14 today. And of course, International Mother's Day will be on May, which is, of course, Philippines will be celebrating May time. So before anything else, I would like to say thank you to sa naging guest ko last week. Of course, the Hollywood star and Bond girl, Rachel Grant. Thank you for giving your time to us. And of course, happy Mother's Day to you because you just gave birth to a beautiful baby girl last November, actually. So thank you. And of course, I would like to shout out sa mga nanonood ngayon. We have actually Happy Mother's Day, beautiful moms, but I don't know who's from this message. Please do put the name of your name at the end of each comment that you do. And of course, we have Randy Batalya, Happy Mother's Day UK. And shout out sa mga admins, of course, sa patuloy na pagsuporta dito sa COVID Warriors Corner, Rodel Saicon, Randy Silverio, aka Joker Diva, we have Chef Michaela Atay, and of course, Catherine Alberto of Request Corner. And we have Wayne Ramos and our new recruit, we have Veronica Wild, who's doing health and fitness. So guys, I'm inviting everyone, please do join her health and fitness program and exercises. Alam ko po tayong mga Filipino, pagdating sa mga physical activities, umiiwas tayo, di ba? I think we're good in eating and things like that, but when it comes to exercises, we tend to go away. So I do hope, guys, please do join her sessions. It's good one. Every Wednesday, she did it Sunday. Please let me know if nag-echo ako masyado because I think I'm echoing. Ayan. And yeah, and since it's Mother's Day, it's actually I was telling the admins earlier, especially Kuya Rodel, nagkamali ata ako na akong magta-topic ng Mother's Day because it's very very um sensitive one for me because I my mother I'm so close with my mom when she was still alive and akala ko naka-move on na ako. But anyway, we can't move on whenever we lose our mom, di ba? So I've lost my mom years. We lost our mom years ago, and I was trying to sing songs earlier para ma-practice ko to sing today. But hopefully, I can manage to finish the songs that I'm going to sing without crying. Kasi as in, ano yung puno kanina ng tissue dito. But anyway, ayan. So we all know that the most important and the most, of course, sabi ko, most important role or job sa mundo ay ang pagiging nanay. So later on, I will be having a mother. We'll be interviewing a special mother, of course, later on, and another special guest from one of the famous choir here in UK. So before anything else, I would like to sing a song. This is actually the last time I've sung this song was when my mom died on her service. So I just would like to say thank you to her wherever she is. I know she's in heaven, and I would like to say thank you to her kasi siya yung nag-mold sa akin. Whoever I am right now, most of it is sa kanya. Siya siyang nag-mold. So thank you so much. And this song is for all the mothers out there. Hindi lang yung mother na may anak. Meron din yung mga naging mother, di ba? Naging mother sa mga nakakabatang kapatid. I was a mother to my younger siblings when my mom died. And of course, sa mga friends natin na naging mother sa atin. So, last year, since the pandemic started, I would like to say thank you to, of course, Tita Mon, who's been like a mother to me this past year, since 2020. Ayan, so thank you, thank you. And this song is for everyone, guys, and for all the mothers out there. I hope you can hear the music. Hindi lang po. Ayan. Please let me know if you can hear or not yung music natin. Parang hindi nakasaksak. Dali lang. I think so. Thank you for teaching me how to love, showing me what the world is, what I've been dreaming of. And now I know there is nothing that I could not do. Thanks to you for teaching me how to feel, showing me my emotions, letting me know what's real from what is not. What I got is more than I ever hoped for, and a lot of what I've ever hoped for, 'cause thanks to you, no mountain, no valley, no time, no space, no heartache, no heartbreak, no fall from grace can stop me from believing that my love will see me through. Thanks to you. Happy Mother's Day, everyone. To all the mothers out there. No mountain, no valley, no time, no space, no heartache, no heartbreak, no fall from grace can stop me from believing that my love will see me through. Thanks to you, thanks to you for teaching me how to live, putting things in perspective, showing me how to give and how to take. No mistakes we will put here together. And if I break down, forgive me, but it's true that I am making with the love I feel inside. Thanks to you. Thanks to you. Yes, thanks to all the mothers who's been molding wonderful kids, of course. The future for us to have a bright future, di ba? Sila yung mga pag-asa ng bayan, yung mga minimold na mothers natin. But anyway, ayan, I would like to, of course, thank you guys for supporting our COVID Warriors Corner, and we'll be celebrating our first year anniversary on the 4th of April, which is Sunday. Please to join us at 12 o'clock. I will be hosting it with, of course, Joker Diva, and we have a lot of special guests. And in advance, thank you so much sa mga nag-say yes for us to be our guest. Of course, we have Miss Beverly Salviejo, we have Lovely Rivero, Ricky Rivero, we have Tart Carlos, international vocal coach Renato Hebron, and of course, Miss Sara Balabagan Sereno. Thank you for joining us on April 4 for our first year anniversary. And we are also raising funds, guys. By selling our franchise, our franchise, our merchandise. So you've seen a while ago, we have the mug, we have the t-shirt, which is available in the Philippines. Mug is available here in UK. And of course, we have our hoodie. Ayan. So hopefully guys, please do message us if you want to order any of our merchandise. And I would like to say thank you, of course, to Miss Gloria Palingayan for sponsoring our first year anniversary. And of course, sa mga nag-donate ng mga prizes, we have Julius Binuya of Undiscovered Store. And we have DC Esguerra who donated a jewelry. We have London Toy who will be giving away mobile loads sa mga Philippine viewers natin. And COVID Wars Corner will be giving away free mugs for our UK viewers naman. And of course, ito pa yung mga prizes natin for the raffle draw. Please do buy your raffle tickets, and would like to say thank you sa mga lahat po na ng mga bumili na ng raffle tickets namin. So this is our prizes. Alam niyo guys, may nakalimutan akong i-play na video. But anyway, I'm gonna play it now para makita niyo yung mga guests din natin. So, here it is. Ayan, di ba guys? Sabi ko sa inyo, sensitive tong topic natin ngayon because yan, nakalimutan ko tuloy play yung intro video natin. Yes, yeah, because it's Mother Day, nakakamiss ang my mom, of course, because they're our model, di ba? Sila yung naging role model natin when we were growing up. And yes, so shout out daw, ayan, shout out tayo, of course, to Saicon, Sarmiento, Navarro family of Davao de Oro. Davao de Oro ba? Davao City. Ayan, parang ikaw na yung nag-shoutout sa kanila. Lagi ba nag-shoutout? Sina-shoutout. So, big shout out to all the mothers and of course, watching from Earl's Court, London. This is from, of course, Kuya Rodel. And shout out to Tita Manira Guillamalo. Ayan, happy Mother's Day to everyone. And speaking of mothers, so I would like to introduce to you our first guest for today. She is, of course, di ba? Isa siyang ulirang ina, and I don't know how she juggles her time, being a mom, being on her career, and of course, doing a voluntary works as well. So she lives in Stevenage, Hertfordshire since 2003. She's a physiotherapist with clinical expertise in cardiac rehab and acute medicine. Previously, she was a lecturer of course, the PS Physical Therapy and Business Nursing Schools in the Philippines. She was born and raised in Pulupandan, Negros Occidental. She graduated as a valedictorian in high school and had a full state scholarship in physical therapy and units in master's. And of course, as what I've said, she is doing a lot of voluntary works in the community and in the Filipino, of course, Filipino groups and community. She's the current managing director of the Philippine Theatre UK, which I was part of it years before, 2013. And of course, previous secretary of European Network of Filipino Diaspora UK, previous co-chair of Parents School Association, co-founder of Barrio Festa and here Hertfordshire, columnist column contributor of the One Philippines News Magazine UK, and of course, previous co-chair at Parent, at nabasa ko na pala yun. So, and of course, ang pinaka-importanting role niya, of course, is she is a proud mother. Ayan. So, let's all welcome, guys, on my stream. I'm very proud to present to you Miss Myla Arceno. Hello po. Is a proud mother. Ayan. So, let's all welcome, guys, on my stream. Nag-echo po ata yung phone ninyo. Miss Myla Arceno. Hello po.
Hello, Ella. Good afternoon.
Ayan, good afternoon.
Can you hear me?
Yes po, paki-lessen lang po yung volume ng phone nyo, nag-echo siya.
Is that better?
Ayan, that's where I can hear it better na. Kumusta po kayo dyan sa Stevenage ngayon?
Ella, I can't hear you cleared. I can't hear you. So
Wala.
let me just...
Oh, dear. Guys, naririnig niyo ba ako? Please let me know if you can hear me because Ate Myla cannot hear me at all.
Okay. Ella, okay, this is a good thing. If you're a mom, you can always ask somebody, one of my kids, on the other side. Okay, I'll have to ask somebody to help me because I can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, from Jeb. Can you please help me? They already know that I will be here. So I said it's just in case if I need some help with technology.
Okay. So while you're sorting out the while Ate Myla is sorting out, I would like to play a video from Haraya Choir. So I'm gonna share this, guys. This is their tribute to the all mothers out there. Sandali lang po. Actually, I'm just gonna share, guys, one of our ayan, isa po sa mga naging feeding namin before in the Philippines. So this is, here it is.
love one another and be kind. Be kind
Thank
to
you.
each other. Love, love, love one another and be kind. Be kind to each other. Jesus told us to love Him and to love everyone. Jesus told us to love Him and to love everyone. So let your light shine. Love, love, love one another and be kind. Be kind to each other. Love, love, love one another and be kind. Be kind to each other.
Ayan. So, ayan po ang isa sa mga naging ayan. Yun po yung video ng isa sa mga naging actually feeding program namin sa Philippines, which is being led by, of course, Miss Lovely Rivero, TV film actress in the
So, can you
Philippines. Siya
please
po
a
yung
little bit
nagluto.
lower?
Ayan. So, okay na po kayo, ate? Yes.
Yes,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Ayan. Buti na lang
Thank
andyan yung isa. Buti na lang may anak kayo dyan ngayon. We help you out with it. But anyway, I would like to shout out, of course, my dad is watching, Leon Hidalgo. And of course, in the Philippines, sa San Fernando, La Union. Ayan, thank you, thank you. Ayan, so, sabi ni Joker Diba, we can hear you both. Ayan. So,
Yeah.
ate, kumusta naman ang naging buhay natin during pandemic? You're working as a physiotherapist as well. So, how was it working during the pandemic?
Okay. Thank you, Ella. First and foremost, okay, I think good evening, good afternoon, everyone, and good evening to our viewers in the Philippines. And I think that's the advantage of being a mom because you always have somebody to help you out, especially with technology. Okay. So the question, okay, how's life during the pandemic? So it's, I have to say it's tough. Yeah, especially I work in our local hospital here in Stevenage, Hertfordshire. But in my area is cardiac rehab. So I think I'm just lucky because we were able to shift our practice from seeing our patients face to face and doing the group exercises. I think we were actually able to use our proactivity and our art of clinical practice, and we were able to shift using the virtual way of assessment.
Okay.
So and the first day that the lockdown has been started or has been announced on the 23rd of March 2020, and we were so lucky that we did not cancel our cardiac rehab clinic. So I was able to assess my patients using the telephone call, and at that time, okay, and using the video as well, with WhatsApp. And also right now we are using the Microsoft Teams, and also doing we have the Attend Anywhere. We have different apps now from the National Health Service. But I think for us, okay, we were actually challenged and tested. How are we able to manage and still continue with our clinical practice and also still able to see our patients? So I have to say we were blessed that we have the technology to
That's
rely
yes.
on.
Buti na lang din yung kinancel. Ba't yung physio sessions ko kinancel nila?
Oh, I think it's different because I think what we have to do now is we have to prioritize. But because my
I
area
see.
is cardiac patient, so
Yeah,
especially
they're more,
heart attack and bypass
mhm,
operation, we can't cancel our
of
patients. So we
course,
really need to
yeah.
see. Yeah, yours is
So,
MSK, probably musculoskeletal.
muscular, yeah. Ayun. So, how is it like doing it on virtual rather than meeting your client in person? Di ba yan mahirap? Kasi it might be difficult to assess, di ba, on virtually, aside instead of you're meeting your client and then assessing personally, di ba? Parang hirap.
Oh
Did you
yes,
find it
yeah.
hard?
Yes, it's really hard. Like just like this afternoon, I thought everything is ready, and then I can't hear you. So things like that it happens. So it actually, it's the challenge is there because the internet connection is the big factor, and also yeah, like right now I can't hear you, so I thought I was very good with technology, and then I just, and then sometimes it happened hindi kami, I can't hear, hindi ko maririnig yung pasyente, or sometimes they can't hear me, or sometimes we have to log off again, or sometimes we're able, yeah, we are cut off. But on the other hand, I think that's the main issue, yung mahirap at saka yung link, of
Oo.
course. But the good thing is we're able to see them in their own environment sa house nila. And also for me, I was given the chance to work at home. So on one day I have to work from home, and I can even do, at one point I have to do the stairs assessment, and I'm here, and the relatives are there, and right now we are starting the virtual exercises group. So I know it's, we did not expect, we did not expect that we will be able to do that. So now we are starting the trial of doing the exercises na I'm here sa department namin, and then the patient is on the other side of the computer. So yeah, so it has its advantages and it has lots of challenges, of course. But mainly is the internet and yung link and yung video at yung audio.
Yun nga yung kuha natin ngayon greatest challenge talaga is because we're doing virtually, sometimes it's the connection or yung mga iba hindi sila aware or hindi sila aware sa link. Parang baguhan pa lang silang gumamit ng Zoom or StreamYard. So there's a lot of mga hindrances din, di ba, sa virtual. But anyway, since you're working at home, so it's advantage sa inyo because you can also overlook your family, yung mga anak ninyo. So how did you manage to educate your children? I know is it John who's grown up
Yeah,
now?
John, yes, yeah.
Yeah. So how did you educate them about this pandemic or wala bang matigas sa kanila na I want to go out or something like that? So how did you manage that at home?
Okay. Yeah. So firstly is yung problema talaga is internet connection because John or Jeb is already working. So he's working from home. So his bedroom is his office and he works in Pfizer. And then Mary is also learning from school. So she has to use the kitchen. And I have to find a place. So I'm actually here in my bedroom right now. And sometimes I have to use the small computer room. So that's the big challenge. And if I have difficulties with the internet or technology, I can just call them. Oh, can you help me out? So that's the main thing. And for the challenges, I think I'm lucky because Jeb is already has already graduated from university, and also Mary
Yeah.
is already 15. So they understand, of course, okay, what is the what it entails. You know how what the pandemic is and what the infections are, and actually they love, yeah, Mary, my daughter loves to stay at home. I think she loves the school learning, and also they are aware, of course, the danger, and they have
Yes.
the and how it is, especially mommy and daddy are both working in the hospital, so they know, and they have heard the news, of course, for the BAME community, how we are,
Yeah.
okay, we have increased risk, so they understand that. And also we have a very strong community here in Stevenage, especially the Filipino community, and the kids, they are really close, and they are keeping in touch as well with technology. So in that aspect, we have a lot of people of educating them, not only me as a mom, but with everything that they can see, and from friends, from the news, and also from social media, and they know how, what's the danger of the of staying, of the infection, and how important it is that we have to stay at home at this point in time.
Wow. So how do you juggle your time like pre-pandemic? Because I think it's I don't know if it's busier before pre-pandemic or busier now, but you attended a lot of events and you're doing the Philippine Theater UK as well. How many years na po kayong member ng managing director ng UK?
Oh, actually, managing director, I think I started siguro mga ano na, mga 3 years. Okay, but actually, I only came to observe because the first thing is yung nag-organize kami ng Barrio Fiesta. Pasensya na yung
Mm-mm.
Tagalog ko is Ilonggo
Okay lang.
talaga. So I started. We actually went. I think you were there. We went to say thank you to Philippine Theatre UK because they supported us on our first Barrio Fiesta in Hertfordshire here in Stevenage. And you know how direct is, okay? So direct asked, "Oh, can you do the reading?" And then all of a sudden, I end up joining the Philippine Theatre UK in 2014. And then 2 years later, I became the managing director. And until now, I'm the managing director. Of course, it's a very challenging for us in the Philippine Theatre UK because one is we can't see each other. And also with so many things that is going on in our lives as well. Yeah, we're not able to actually organize anything for now except that there are few people that we have the Zoom meeting, we have few Zoom meeting, we have few readings, and we haven't finalized or done anything yet. Okay, but I know there are few people, especially Master Alex. I know he really wants to continue, and also Eric and Mark Vargas. So there are
Susan, I think, yeah.
yes, yes. So there are actually a few people, okay, who still wants. And how I juggle it, okay.
But
So
how
one
did you
is
juggle your
yeah,
time being a
it's
mother,
more
active
of
in PTUK in your community? So
yeah.
how did you juggle everything?
I think it's more of prioritizing. Okay, so knowing what is really important and how to prioritize, and also having a discipline, and it's making sure that you have all the priorities that you have to do. So I work 8:30 to 5 o'clock. Okay, Monday to Friday. So on 2 days is I work in the clinic, and then one day I work at home, and then 2 days, Thursday and Friday, I have to work in the hospital itself and have to see some COVID patients as well. So I have that is my 8:30 to 5 o'clock Monday to Friday, and then in the evening I have meetings, and especially now I'm running for a counselor in Stevenage.
I
So
saw that.
for the election. So we have meetings and campaign. So I think in a way, I'm so pleased that we have this technology because in the evening, kung minsan, I have to attend tatlong meetings. So it's a good thing we have the technology of Zoom. We have, and then after the meetings, I also have the prayer group, the rosary group with Mina, Alvi, Jan, and also Direct. We have the WhatsApp group, and okay, and making sure that prayer and being faithful is one of the priorities. So I think it's the main thing. It's like that, and prioritizing, loving what you are doing, because for me it's more effective kung you pag you love what you're doing, you can actually give your best. So you don't have to be the best of everything, as one of my guests actually said to me in one of my articles. And you don't have to be the best, but doing your best is more important. So I think that's one, prioritizing, loving what you have, yeah, what you are doing, and also asking for help. You can't just do everything, and delegating is very important. So ask somebody who can do it for you better. Like household chores, yung household chores. I think for us, being a career mother, I think it's very challenging because you have to work, you have bills to pay, and of course for us Filipino, nagpapadala pa tayo sa mother sa Philippines. So giving the delegating the task, not only sa bahay, you can't just do. You're not superwoman, even though you know that you are so many things, but we are not superwoman. And I think accepting that about accepting our shortcomings and accepting what we cannot do. So delegating the household chores, not only sa mga bata, but of course kay Joseph din, as their husband, and at work as well. Delegating the task is very important. Even though how good you are as a clinician and how good you are as a team leader or a manager, but you cannot do everything. So always make sure that you have to delegate the task, and you have to make sure you ask help if you need to. And lastly, so prioritizing, loving what you have to do, delegating the task, and lastly, I think sometimes saying no if you can't do it. Okay, but of course in a way that you have to explain why you cannot do it, because you cannot just say yes to everything. And I'm sure you will understand what I'm saying, Ella.
Yes, yeah, it's true. It also happens at work, di ba? But kasi mostly tayong mga Filipino, we always say yes.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
actually, yeah. And actually, it's one of the research that they're saying. There was a research. I don't think it's finished yet. Okay. They're actually asking why is it the BAME community and Filipinos in healthcare service?
it
Why is
is,
it?
yeah.
Yeah, and I can actually see it. I think our culture of being obedient. Yeah, and I think it's just saying yes, and I don't want my children to be like that, and especially for younger people. I'm not too sure whether it's the confidence of saying no, or is it because we're just hardworking, or we actually just we are just diplomatic, or we love what we're doing. But I think we always have to remember as well that saying no doesn't mean that you cannot do it or you don't have the abilities to do it, but it's more of thinking, okay, what you can actually do. And I think it's important that you have to love yourself before
Of
giving
course,
more to
yeah.
other people.
Yeah, that's true. So ano yung pinaka-important at anong mga pinaka-challenging na nagawa mo being a mother?
Being a mother, I think it's how to discipline the children, because I grew up in a very well disciplined family. My father is I would say, okay, he's a really a true example of being a disciplinarian parent. So when I was growing up, okay, my father will have to say you have to be forced on, or you have to be valedictorian.
Ah,
I know it's not allowed. And I grew up, actually, we are pinapalo.
hmm,
Sa atin, pinapalo. Talagang pinapalo
oo.
kami. Pag yung kultura natin na hindi pwedeng sumagot sa nanay at tatay, my dad will not let us actually answer back. Sasabihin na pag sumagot ka, ano, ano tawag doon,
Bastos ka,
mahuhulog yung
gano'n.
mga teeth mo. Yung pa
Ah,
talagang sasampalin ka. I don't want to lose
oo.
my teeth. So, yung natakot talagang hindi ka pwedeng sumagot. You will be given the chance na kailan ka sasagot. At saka
Mm,
yung bang dapat 6 o'clock uuwi ka na. Yung bang ganon na time, ganon na kind of household. So for me, I tried when I came here. Of course, here in the UK, there's a law that you're not supposed to spank
ah,
or hit your children. And also, here, I would say it's a bit lenient than what I was used to as a child. So I have to really, like it's a mod. I mean, there are some changes. Here they actually legalize it, and I think it's also in the Philippines. So for me, the most challenging is, okay, how to discipline the children at the young age. So I'm just lucky that my children, I would say, well behaved. I hope they're listening
that's
on the
good.
other side. So, but for me, especially with Jeb has a very strong personality. I think he takes it from me. So Jeb, yeah, is really opinionated, and he will really say, what he thinks. Okay? And at the time, so actually, it really sometimes it made me think, okay, that yeah, I have to follow. I have to just say the word. I have to follow.
Yeah,
Okay. Tapos sinabi ko pa na, no, no, I'm not scared I'm not scared to be in jail, okay, because I
reported.
have to discipline you. I know I
Oo,
have that because it was, yeah, and I think for boys, and it's not only for a boy or a girl, I think, but the different personality. So I think it's the challenging, and also how to discipline them. Mary, I didn't have the problem with Mary. Mary is always obedient. I think she could probably see it when Jan was growing up. She have observed that how we discipline, so she's very good. And also instilling to our children about faith, because for me, the best gift that my parents gave me, I would say that faith is number one. It's the best gift that I have from my parents. And education, okay, and I think education, I always instill that education is important, because like us, we are here no matter where we go. If you have the foundation at the young age, that education is doesn't mean that you have a degree, but education is more of educating the values, and also how to be a responsible member of the community. So, and that's the way that I would like for my children as well, because for me that's the best gift that my parents has given me. um,
Even you, yeah.
Faith, education, and also values, and of course, loving yourself, because if you love yourself, you can love the others, and the more you love, okay, the more giving you are. Sabi ni Pope kanina sa homily niya,
So,
because it's
Millie,
500 years of the Christianity in the Philippines. So I think it's now called Lolo Kiko, and I think what he said is, if you love, okay, you can give more. So I think we have to really start
tama.
from loving ourselves, then
Yes.
we can love the others. And if you can give that, then it means you can give more. And if you can give more, okay, then it's actually, it's like a ripple effect. When you give more, you touch other people, and then they will be able to do it to others people. And it will be a beautiful outcome for our society.
Yeah, that's very nice words actually. Tama yan, we really need parang 'di ba, especially right now during the pandemic, we really need to share the love and care to everyone. And you mentioned about spanking. I have a friend, buti hindi mo naranasan yung sasabihin sa'yo na isusumbong kita sa social worker. I have a friend who actually like sabi sa kanya ng batang anak niya, I think she was only 10 years old, I'm gonna report you to the social worker. So what can you say about that? I think the schools here they're teaching about about na bawal mag-spank ang parents or else they're gonna be reported. They can report it to the social worker. So what can you say about that?
Yeah, actually, yeah, our school here, they are there is the NSPCC, there's the organization that really protects the children. So I think, yeah, because in our culture, like spanking, like for me, I grew up, like I have to be spanked if I'm naughty, or if my dad or my mom feels that I needed it. So in here, okay, Mary, I haven't spunked, but Jeb, oh, I spunked Jeb. Okay, but with Jeb, when you have to spunk, let the child knows what's the reason. Okay, I'm good. I'm glad that we survived it. Jeb is already
Hindi
22
ka
years old.
sinumbong.
He
Hindi
doesn't
ka
need.
ni-report.
Yeah, I actually, when I'm angry, I don't just spank. Like if you're angry, I think it's
Mhm.
because children, they have feelings, and we have to respect it, and they have their own personality. So what I do is I have to let him sit down, and then okay, and then have to tell him, and then when I say
Mm,
something, I have to look
yeah,
at his eyes and really have to say it. Like it's actually, and for them to feel it, not just like you just have to spank, yeah, anytime you want
because
to.
of no reason, 'di
Yeah,
ba?
and it lost the purpose of why you are doing it. Okay,
That's true.
and I'm not sure if the world changes or it's me na nagbago ako. But for me, parang I don't believe in spanking anymore. I'm not sure, but then for me, okay, I used to spank, of course, Jeb, but in a way that he will understand it, and looking at his eyes. And I'm not sure if I'm older, or I look at the young children now, of they can understand more if you will have to say the words and tell them, and looking them at the eyes.
The eyes, yeah.
I'm not, yeah, probably. And for me, so spanking now, it's to a degree if it's really necessary. But actually, there is, yeah, the law says it's not fully, don't spank, but actually you can say on within reasons, of course. Yeah, I'm so glad I didn't have that. I did not have the
Experience.
experience, but I know I have a friend who actually is been told that, yeah, I have to call. Yeah, I have to call the police. But I think it's a bit dangerous, because we have somebody in the community who said that, and little did they know that actually it will escalate further. So
Mhm.
I think the children nowadays, especially sa Filipino community, how we discipline our kids. Kasi sa atin parang, yeah, we discipline it, yeah, more than
Or
the other culture. And I think we need to really let the children understand na why you're doing it, because we can't just do it without them understanding. Kasi pag tumatawag sila ng let's say sasabihin ng social worker or police, I think it's there is already a danger there that they already have that in their mind. So I think they really need to understand why you are doing, and why is it that is how you discipline them. And it's not only for mother, dapat dalawa, and dapat the same page.
yung oo, pareho lang yung sasabihin niyo, iba yung Kasi may mga iba 'di ba, iba yung sasabihin ng mother, iba rin sasabihin ng tatay.
I
Parang
know, and it's
malilito yung
very,
magulang,
yeah,
yung
and
anak.
mahirap. Yeah, and mahirap talaga yan, Ella, ako for me, based on experience. Lalo na pag different yung personalities ng nanay at tatay. Mahirap. It's very difficult because, especially pag nagtatrabaho, kasi sa atin, nagtatrabaho yung nanay at tatay, at saka hindi naman lahat ng oras na maganda yung mood nyo at hindi kayo pagod. So it really actually, I know we always say na dapat the same page, pero it's taxing, it's challenging, and I have to admit, okay, we don't do that all the time, and it's frustrating, yeah, to be like that. Okay, so pag nagkalma na, so you have to make it up and you have to show to the
Yeah.
children. And I think for me, pinapakita ko sa mga kids na yeah, it's normal for mom and dad to fight and argue, but the beauty of it, it's you have to make up yung ganon. So sometimes you have to give time to make up. So sometimes you just have to make up quickly, and it's actually sakit sa loob. Okay, oh my God, you have to make up kaagad, diba? You have to show, yeah, because it's not all the time that you have to let the pride rule your relationship. So one of you should really
True.
actually just, yeah, just to be humble, and then just magbatian kaagad. Okay. Yeah. I'm really trying my best na magtagal. Buti na lang hindi pa ako nakapag-Ilonggo.
It's okay. May mga
Say
Ilonggo
hello
din
ako dun
siguro
sa mga
dito.
ano, Ella, thank you for mentioning Pulupandan. Kamusta dira mga taga Pulupandan, mga Ilonggo?
Ayan. Ayan. And of course, ate, you said like you're running as a counselor in Stevenage. So,
That's right.
why did you decide to run as a counselor?
Oh, Ella, thank you so much for asking me, because I've been asked many times. Okay, and since I came here in 2003, we're very lucky that we have a very good support in our community, not only in our council, especially at work, and in our school and in our church. So for me, this is home since we came in 2003, and life is very beautiful, and we love our life here in Stevenage. And the kids, yeah, especially Jeb is now working, and Mary is already, she's already in year 11. And for me, this is my way of giving back to the community. And also, it's to inspire the other community as well, that we're not just here to work, and also to give the community that we're not just here to work, and we are also here to give back. We are part of our community. And for me, this is my home. So I want to give something back, okay, through my ideas, my skills, and also the resources that I have. So I always say, okay, it's mainly community service. That's why I run for a counselor, even though I've been asked many times before, but I felt that I was not ready. But for me, okay, it was supposedly last year, but of course it's been canceled. So the main motivation is mainly to give back to the community, and also for our diverse culture, diverse community as well, to integrate with our home community here in Stevenage, and also mainly to give something back, yeah, for through community service. And that's the main motivation that I have, Ella. So thank you very much. One, I said in my manifesto, is one is for integration, the culture, the sharing of it, for the unity of the community, and one as a healthcare professional, bringing my expertise, okay, to promote the health and well-being physically, psychologically, and mentally to the community. I can bring something because I have a very good healthcare Filipino community, that we can bring something back, okay, to health. Yeah, I know that there are so many things that we can do. So I would like to be like a bridge to link, okay, from the healthcare and also to the community, and also to engage the youth as well, that their voice is important, and to engage them more in our community project, and also for them to get involved, that they are important in our society. And I think that is the main reason, okay, that why I am running for a counselor. And I said, I will put myself forward, okay, and the pressure is not too much. I said, if I will win, then it's the benefit of my community. But if not, it doesn't mean that I will stop giving. I will still continue.
And you've done a great job in Stevenage. You organized the Barrio Fiesta na ilang taon. And we do hope na bumalik ulit yung Barrio Festa and we'll be performing again there in Stevenage. And of course, you as running as a counselor, it also gives the voice, di ba, sa mga Filipinos natin. You represent our culture and the Filipinos. So, ayun, patataas natin yung status natin as Filipinos here in UK. So, thank you. I mean, good luck sa inyo sa pagtakbo ng being a counselor. And any message po sa mga mothers out there na nakikinig ngayon? Maybe
Uh,
advices on how they bring their kids up.
Okay. To all mothers, thank you, Ella. To all mothers out there, you are doing the best. Okay, being a mom, okay, is the most important role in our society and in humanity. And being a mother, it's not only giving birth to a child, but also for the role of those mothers, okay, who have actually taking the role, okay, and taking care of the children, and also, okay, and just remember that your role as a mother is very important. And I always say, okay, that without the mother will always bring the beauty in our community and in our society. And the it's very important, because whatever we're doing right now, this would be the future of our children and the future of our society. So keep what you're doing, okay, and you always remember that also love yourself, okay, and with all the responsibilities that we have, with all the hard works that we're doing, always remember that always take time for yourself as well, because if you are healthy and you are feeling good in yourself, and if you are happy, okay, you will be happy as well, okay, and all the people around you, especially the children, will be happy as well. I always say the rules in the house, Ella, is make mommy happy, then everybody will be happy.
Yeah, that's true. And any message sa mga frontliners natin out there, frontliners like us, who's still continuing facing this risk, this invisible enemy. Any messages to them?
Okay. I have to say that I'm very proud, okay, for all the frontliners like me. I'm very proud that you are doing what you're doing right now, okay? And you are all in our prayers, okay? We have lots of prayer warriors that are praying for our community who are in healthcare workers. And also, as I've said earlier, always make sure to take time off for yourself as well. And make sure, okay, that it's okay to give and give and give, but always remember that you are also important. And always remember that without you, it will be a struggle. It will be difficult for the healthcare service, not only in the UK, but for all the healthcare professional around the world. And let me take this opportunity as well, okay, to congratulate the COVID Warriors Corner organizers and those who founded this group, because I know you are all healthcare professionals, you are all frontliners, and this is the good example, because I had COVID as well, and I know most of the organizers had COVID. When we have this pandemic and when we had this infection, okay, but what you did, yeah, in COVID Warriors, yeah, you took it, yeah, you took it a stride, okay, and you took the positivity, you bring love. And I know the first time when you posted it, it's just actually to share the experience. And little did we know that you will be able to actually organize things like this, and creating also the voluntary work and helping the community back home, and also helping the healthcare the people here in the UK. And also you are already almost a year now, okay, since you have started.
Yes, yeah.
So I think that is the best example, okay, for all the frontliners, that we will have challenges, we will have trials, but I think, yeah, it's okay, when you feel down, it's normal. We're not always up and not feeling happy all the time. Take time and give yourself a rest, okay, but always make sure that you're able to get up, okay, and use your experience, okay, to make it more in a positive side, like what the COVID warriors has done, and they made it actually possible. And now you have the international group, and the last time I've checked, you almost have 4,000 members in COVID
Yes.
Warriors Corner. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, we're grateful, of course, to all our sponsors and donors as well. Kasi marami ding sumuporta sa amin, especially during last year when there were like restaurants, groceries who contacted us para ma-distribute sa mga frontliners natin dito sa London. And of course, merong organization din na tumulong sa amin. So, thank you sa lahat ng mga supporters namin and sponsors. Ayan.
Oh,
And we
thank
were so privileged din na pumayag yung mga artista natin sa Philippines na mag-guest
you.
dito.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Mm-mm.
congratulations and thank you for all your sponsors.
Yeah,
And of course, I would like to say that with all the challenges, keep your faith because faith, I think that's one of
true.
the advantage in our culture because we have a very steadfast and strong faith that that it's very difficult to crumble us, and it's really difficult to frazzle us because we know that there is somebody there and we have a strong faith that really kept us going. And most importantly, we have the community to support us all the time. So even though, like for example, when we had COVID, we were not scared because we had people around us in Stevenage who keep on delivering foods for us, okay, and not only for giving us foods and doing our grocery, but also I know that there are a lot of people who's been praying for us. Okay, and it's easy for us to ask one another with favor and something if we need help. Okay, so I think we are very lucky in that aspect because yeah, we have that faith, we have the support in our community, and also okay, and it's easy for us to ask help, like the advertisers, okay, and people you ask to be the guest in your show. I think everyone will say yes, okay, and it's easy for us to ask one another with favor and something if we need help. Okay, so yeah,
Yeah, that's
so
true.
it's yeah, so we have to keep it going.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you din po sa inyo na napaunlakan niyo yung invitation ko kahit na last minute. And thank you so much Ate Myla, and I do hope na makita ka namin ulit and to hope that I don't know if
So thank you,
I
Ella,
yeah,
for all those questions.
salamat po. And good luck po sa pagtakbo niyo bilang counselor dyan sa Stevenage and to all your endeavor, future endeavor. And keep it up. You're doing a great job as a mother. Thank you so much. And God bless po. Stay safe. Bye po. Ayan, medyo na yung internet connection natin. Medyo anin parang nagcha-choppy si Ate kanina, but hopefully sa mga nanonood it's clear kasi minsan yung internet connection natin, yung connection ko minsan it made my guest choppy. Pero anyway, guys, so I would like to before I introduce my last guest, I would like to mag-shoutout muna tayo. Dami shoutout dito. Robert D. Lim watching from Davao City. We have, of course, Randy. Yes, ewan ko kanino galing to. I think this is from Kuya Rodel. And happy Mother's Day, everyone. And we have, of course, happy Mother's Day. We have shout out to Alana and Alina Saicon watching from Davao City. And we have it here saying we are watching from home. Di ko alam kung kanino galing yan. Kindly put your name at the end of the comment para malaman natin kung kanino galing. Shout out to Eden S. Salvalion, watching from New York. And ito, natawa ako dito yung nabasa ko. Happy sleeping, Catherine Alberto. Happy Mother's Day. Ayun, sana magising ka na kung natutulog ka pa. It's already like 2 o'clock. You're still sleeping. Massive congratulations to Janice Juarez. And Janice, we wish you all the best sa pregnancy man. Of course, we hope that you have a smooth delivery in August. And of course, ayan, si Tita Mon. Ayan. Of course, ayan po. Ang naghintay sa backstage ng matagal. I do hope that she's still okay. Ayan, she's still pretty, 'di ba? Kahit na ayan, naghintay siya. Anyway, guys, you all know her. I've watched their group when they perform here in London. She is a salutatorian in Paco Catholic School. She had a school scholar to the Philippine High School for the Arts. She had a Bachelor of Music in Voice in the University of the Philippines, Diliman, and she graduated as magna cum laude. And she had her postgraduate course in Royal Northern College of Music in Manchester. And she studied as well in Academia Belcanto, Austria. Recontres, ewan kung mapapronounce ko ng mabuti. Recontres Musicales Internationales Wallonie, Belgium. And of course, John Opers Claus, ayun na yun, Germany. Hirap pronounce. So, and she had a lot of awards and scholarship. And I'm just gonna mention few of this because marami po siya talaga. She's a multi-awarded international opera singer, soprano opera singer. She joined the National Commission for Culture and Arts. She actually had a grant from the National Commission for Culture and Arts Scholarship Grant, National Music Competition for Young Artists, semi-finalist Academia Belcanto, Hill Rodriguez Scholarship Opera. Ayun, dami, as in. And of course, kilala niyo tong grupo na to, guys. She's the founder and conductress of the Haraya Choir. And she was, of course, a singer of the Philippine Madrigal Singers, a winning Best European Choral Grand Prix 2007. So let's all welcome on the stream, guys, Miss Carlene Hayworth. Ayan, kumusta?
Good afternoon, everyone, to our listeners and our viewers from the UK, and magandang gabi po sa lahat na nanonood sa Pilipinas. And hello,
Ayan,
Ella.
thank you for waiting at the backstage. And how are you doing during the pandemic?
During the pandemic, it's quite difficult to be a musician, really, because we are not allowed to perform publicly. So a lot of what's happened is we do video recordings of ourselves singing, and also in terms of the choir, the Haraya Choir, they have video submissions of them singing their parts, and me critiquing every single video every single week. So hindi, what do you call this, hindi nagiging stagnant yung musical progress and development. And of course, there's some singing aloud. I've sung in quite a lot of funerals, unfortunately and fortunately. That's what's kept the performance, live performance aspect going. And also some online teaching that we all have to do via Zoom, and practicing in preparation for performances when the lockdown is lifted. That's what I've been.
So you're still busy, even it's locked down, and that's good. Because I mean, right now we can do everything now via Zoom or StreamYard. And of course, you talked about Haraya group. So when did it start, and why did you form this group, Haraya?
Okay. So Haraya Choir was originally called British Filipino Master Chorale. Actually, this was in 2016, but we've decided. It's a more catchy, simple name in 2017. And the reason that I founded Haraya was because I thought that I can give something back into the community, since I've had this experience with Philippine magical singers in the past, and a lot of people contacts that I've come to know by attending events at the embassy have suggested to me, why don't you do something with this skill? So I thought, okay, and beforehand I wasn't able to because I was studying and I was really, really busy. But then there was this perfect time in 2016 when everything just sort of like, okay, it's actually looking quite good. And then people got recommended, we held auditions, and that's how we managed to get a couple of really amazing, enthusiastic, talented singers from the community who've joined Haraya, and we wanted to promote Filipino talent and also promote Filipino music in our own little way, in our concerts. And at the same time, I guess it's nice to be able to share different music, not just, let's say, classical or pop, to the community, to give a little bit of exchange, because it's not only Filipino music, of course, that we perform. We also do British music or world music and other things, which makes it a little bit more exciting. So there's something for everyone.
What was your criteria of looking for members of Haraya Group? Do you have any criteria at all?
The criteria, for me personally, the most important criteria is commitment, because I find that in the community, and there are so many people who have got like amazing voices, but
They don't have time.
Yeah,
they don't have time to
right. And time is crucial when you are in an ensemble.
True.
Because you need to be able. It's not just a matter of ang galing mo kumanta. Then you can join us. But of course, it's a soprano, alto, tenor, bass, and you've got to think about how you harmonize and blend all those different individual beautiful voices together for them to sound like one, and for it to be clean and absolutely superb, and parang yung spine tingling. And it's not just a matter of shouting and belting everything. It's also giving justice to what the composers have written on those sheet music.
Yeah. So how did you manage the group? Ano yung mga ano ang pinaka-challenge na nangyari sa grupo niyo? I mean, I had a group before. We have a band. So ang hirap na, sabi mo, this was like difficulty of yung timing, yung mga rehearsals. Minsan ang hirap mag-group talaga. So sa grupo ninyo, ano yung pinaka-challenging na nangyari?
The most important thing, I think, with Haraya, comes from the fact that a lot of our members are nurses. I mean, that's a blessing and a curse at the same time. A blessing because, of course, we love that our nurses are very, very hardworking. They're very talented, and they're very caring, and they really are very passionate about what they do. Now, the curse is that because you are nurses, you do shift work with your schedule. So again, it comes down and it boils down to that difficulty of finding a common time to rehearse. Because sometimes you will need to do extra shifts, or somebody didn't, suddenly had to cancel, and there's no staff covering, and you have to come in. And it's little things like that. And of course, if you have 5-10 people who are unable to come in because there's an emergency at work, then you don't really have much people left. So what is the point of rehearsing? And again, rehearsals are very, very important in any performance or in any choir activity. And that is, I think, the most, let's say,
yeah. I know that's so frustrating, isn't it? Like you're really like wanting to rehearse, but then you cannot even ask people to come. So parang ang hirap.
Absolutely. And the Haraya members, bless all of them. They have been extremely wonderful in asking for favors from their colleagues if we suddenly have performances, or if we have to rehearse for something really, really important that we've got to sing for, because those are the, let's say, sacrifices we all have to do for the, let's say, better musical good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been really, really good so far, because we have had, with our history, that when we started with, let's say, eight people regularly rehearsing with a total of 12 people in the choir, now we have 24 people, and all of them rehearse usually isa na lang or dalawa na lang yung absent, unlike before. Parang swerte ko meron kang 6 o 7 singers na umattend. So I'm very, very pleased with how things are going. Of course, there's always room for improvement for anything and everything. So and if ever in the future, if people are interested to join Haraya Choir, the main thing that you will need to consider is whether you have the time and commitment and discipline as well to come and attend rehearsals and perform with us. Because of course, I'd like to think that I welcome everyone who has the passion and commitment, and anyone who's positive about making it work. And of course, if they want to sing passionately with us, then yes, please come and join us.
So did you ever join a competition in internationally with your group?
Yes, we have joined our very first competition last year, just before I think it might
Pandemic.
2 weeks before the pandemic
Wow.
lockdown started. It was, I think, if I'm not mistaken, something like February 28, March 1, I think, that we went to Manchester. It was really exciting for the whole group. A lot of them have never ever performed in a competition before, and it was very let's say educational and also enlightening and inspirational to see all those amazing choirs perform and sing their hearts out, the same as us actually. And we felt really extremely lucky that we have clinched the grand prize for our first competition. I mean,
Wow.
it's really an amazing feat, and I'm very proud of Haraya. It's
And
wonderful.
yours also performed abroad, di ba? And I don't know, I saw one video of you performing somewhere in Europe.
I mean, that might have been me, but in terms of
Is it just you?
yeah,
Or it's
in
just,
terms of Haraya Choir, that is one of our hopes and dreams to
I
actually
see.
perform
Parang,
internationally.
parang napag-usapan lang namin ni Kuya, I forgot, si Mr. Aligaen. Maybe like he mentioned, he might mention it to me about going abroad with the Haraya.
Yeah, there
Akala ko
were
na,
invitations. There was an
mm,
invitation from France for us to join a choir festival there that unfortunately did not materialize because we had, like what I've always had, scheduling problems with our lovely
true, yeah.
shifting nurses. So maybe that's something that we can look forward to doing perhaps in a year or two. That would be really amazing if we could do a tour.
Yeah, and also you're doing right now you're doing an online training as well
Yeah.
with them.
Yes. So unfortunately, we cannot sing together yet. But I mean, all together in the same room. Although we did manage a couple of rehearsals when there was a little bit of a relaxation of the lockdown rules in the tiers,
Yeah.
wherein we were able to do like bubbles of six that are not going to interact with each other. So as in we had social distancing 2 meters away from each other, we had to hire a really big hall to make it happen. So that made it, and of course, rehearsing our masks and whatever not to make sure that we are all very safe and protected during the pandemic thing. And now that we are not completely unable to do that, what we require from our singers is every single week they are assigned a required song that hopefully we were supposed to have a Valentine concert this year if the pandemic didn't happen. So those songs that were required to be learned by the members will now be transferred hopefully to a Valentine concert for next year. So we are not stopping learning, we're just continuing on, but singing individually, independently by themselves to our whilst the video is played, and then they sing along.
Yeah.
They upload it on our page, and then we have comments of encouragement or constructive criticism of what they can improve on.
That's great. Yung parang, di ba, we're celebrating Mother's Day right now, and being a conductor, being a leader of the Haraya group, parang nanay ka na rin sa kanila, di ba?
Yes, I'm like actually, it's quite. I find it really heartwarming and quite funny. But I am a musical mom. I do
Yeah.
consider my singers my musical babies, and I really I love nurturing them, spoiling them, and of course disciplining them when need. Because of sometimes you know how it is, children misbehave a little bit, try to get
Of
away
course,
with
yeah.
pwede na yan. But no, if you really want to be like an outstanding musical person, then you've got to do the extra, and that's what I intend to like impart to all of my members. Not to just settle for the that's fine, but go for that. Wow, amazing, excellent. That's what we want, and it's absolutely just touching my heart and giving me the tingles. That is the sort of level that we are striving towards. And of course,
Yeah.
this would not be possible as well if not for my mom. I'd just like to give a shout out to my mom. Happy
Yeah,
Mother's
sure.
Day, who's in the Philippines at the moment. Because she was the one who made it possible for me to have all the musical training that I've had. Although it
The
was
same
me.
tayo with my mom.
Yeah,
Our mom was the one who's pushing us to go on trainings, singing lessons, guitar and everything.
Absolutely. I mean, I really, I'm hands off na parang, wow. If you don't have a mom who's very, very supportive, like my mom and your mom, then it's going to be
True.
difficult for people like us to get the knowledge that we would like to acquire and to have the experience of performing, and also to have because without our moms actually financially supporting us through our singing lessons, piano lessons,
Yeah.
or well, let's say going to a concert or singing somewhere, and then them preparing your, oh, let's go shopping for your performance dress or that sort of thing. Those little things actually add up to that confidence, because you have to be able to have that feeling of I can do this, because I feel supported and encouraged to stand on stage by yourself and sing your heart out, really, and perform and open yourself up to criticism. That takes a lot of courage and confidence. And if not for very supportive parents, mums, so thank you so much, all of you mummies out there who continue to with your unwavering support and love for your children to make a success out of all of them.
And you mentioned about your mom. So how are you as a daughter? And you know what? I can see na masunurin ka because I think you finish all your trainings, right? And for me, like parang minsan, kasi there was like I was little and I was like 6, and then they put me on a piano lesson, and then suddenly I stopped kasi tinamad ako. I was so lazy to continue, and then guitar again when I was 9. And how are you as I mean, how you as a daughter?
As a daughter, in terms of my musical training, I think my mom was a bit lucky that I was the one who actually initiated with my interest in singing. So she did not need to parang make me pilit na, hoy, umattend ka na ng singing lesson, mom. It's
Oh,
nothing like that at all. And with the piano thing, I actually came very, very late to the piano. Only because I sort of thought, oh, I have friends who play the piano very well. Oh, that looks really amazing. I want to learn it myself. So it's more like a personal thing. So my mom never had trouble saying, hoy, mag-practice ka. I did it automatically. So in that regard, I think I've been a very good, dutiful, proactive daughter.
yeah. Well, but for us, I remember like she even put us into dance lesson. Nagkabali-bali yung mga katawan namin. We are like 4 of us, and then lahat kami pare-pareho. Pinapunta niya solfeggio, and then dance lesson, drums lesson, and things
Yeah.
like that. I think it's their pride, diba, that they can give us trainings. And my mom always said like you can use those trainings when you grow up and see where you are na right now. Sabi mo nga, diba, nagamit mo lahat ng mga trainings that your mom gave you to you, or kasi
Yeah, and it's
mm,
not only the all the, let's say, successes. I think what also is very, very important to note is that all musicians and everyone, even if you have a different career, you will have a number of failures before you have a success. And those failures are just as important. And having my mom with me, still, going like, yes, I know that you didn't do very well this time, or you forgot that word, or you sing this part out of tune and you felt bad about it, or you didn't get this role that you wanted and failed the audition. It's fine. It doesn't mean that you're a bad singer, you're a failure, you're a bad person, or that you should stop singing. It's not like that at all. I think it's very important to say that it's just part of life, that you will have your failures and you will have your successes, and those failures you just have to like say, that's fine, I'll do better next time. At least I'll know what
true.
not to do. And I think that was really very important in my life when I failed and I felt like I wanted to stop and I wasn't worthy to put my voice out there, because I felt very insecure, comparing myself to others. And it was my mom's voice saying all the time, just be you. It's fine. And if people don't like you and what your voice is or how you sing, then that's okay too. It doesn't mean that they're bad. It's just a matter of preference. People will like you and people will not like you. That's
True,
just
yeah. Tama. Anyway, we have like message here. It says, hello po ma'am Carlene, we're all proud of you. I don't know kung kanino galing.
hello,
Anyway,
boss. Thank you.
whoever she is or he
Thank
is.
you for
Thank
messaging, and
you. Yeah.
tonight or this afternoon. We are honored that you're actually here spending some lovely time with us.
Of course, yes, yeah. And we have to shout out to Michelle, Maybell, and McCoy watching from Somerset. Yeah. So you said you're also a piano lesson. So did it help you having online lessons or giving online lessons during this
Yes.
pandemic?
Absolutely. I think this pandemic, I thought in the beginning, parang, oh, it's a welcome little rest, a respite, a break, because beforehand you're always sort of, I felt almost like a headless chicken. You know, you have to perform here, you've got to like prepare for that, and there's just not very much time to just calm down. And then work on the voice itself. I felt really quite tired, and I was developing really bad habits in terms of like squeezing my throat and just forcing it out of my body because I was so tired. And this lockdown has reinforced the importance of just making sure that the voice is healthy and well rested. And I think that has been instrumental with the improvement and progress that I've been feeling when I am practicing or when I'm also teaching my students. This lockdown has also enabled me to watch a lot of, let's say, videos, master classes out there on YouTube. There's so much wonderful material of not just current singers, but people in the past from the 1920s, 1930s, or let's say Maria Callas, people in the golden age of opera singing. And then you just watch them and see what they do and really just, pay attention. And all those things that I have sort of let's say digested and read. I read a couple of books on singing. I've imparted and hopefully my students benefited quite a lot from those things. So I think it's really been wonderful. Although of course I'm keen to go back to normal life and see my students in person.
Yeah.
So we have that sort of let's say it's a different energy when you're seeing your students or other people in person and performing together, or having that instant reply, instant feedback, because sometimes the difficulty with technology, it's when you're saying something important, it gets cut off.
That's true,
Unfortunately.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, you prepared a song for us. I know our viewers are very eager to hear your beautiful voice. So we're gonna let them hear you sing.
Okay. So here is a song that I sang from when I was really young. It's one of the first songs I've ever learned and performed in public for Yamaha School of Music, actually in Buendia. Oh my gosh!
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I know. Thank you, teacher Renee Canlas, for encouraging this song when I was 7 years old. This is Sa Ugoy ng Duyan, composed by Lucius San Pedro, but for this version, it's a completely different take. So I hope you guys enjoy this one.
Yeah. So let's welcome to the stream of course, singing a song. It's a song for all mothers out there. It's gonna make me emotional because my mom passed away and I'm very close to her. Before, ayokong makinig sa mga songs about mothers, but this is very beautiful song for our mothers out there. So let's hear it from, of course, Miss Carlene Hayworth.
Sana'y di mamaliw ang dati kong
pagtulog na labis ang himbing. Ang bantay ko'y galang, tanod ko'y bituin. Sa piling ni nanay, langit ay buhay. Puso kong may dusa, sabik sa buhay ng duyan. Sana'y di maghaliw ang dati kong araw, nang munti pang bata sa piling ni nanay. Nais kong maulit ang awit ninang mahal, awit ng pag-ibig, awit ng pag-ibig. Habang ako'y nasa duyan, ibig kong matulog sa dating duyan ako.
Such a beautiful song. Namimiss ko tuloy yung mama ko.
Yeah,
Ayan.
gives you
Yeah.
memories, ano?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And that's why like people out there who has mothers are still lucky. Yung mga, cause you know, we all, I think even though we grow older, like we still wanting to have the mom's love and embrace and hug.
Absolutely. It doesn't matter how old you are. For me, I still long for when I go to my mom and then sometimes
Yeah.
in bed like, oh mom, and cuddle up. That's one of the things I miss. And of course, when you're also, I think, when you're feeling down or unwell, oh, I feel it so much. My mom's absence, yung parang oh, okay ka ba dyan? Nilagnat ka. And all that.
Mm.
Oh, that's what I miss so much because of course, being abroad and I only have myself and my partner, and he goes to work, and then it will have to be just by myself, making punas myself and taking
Yeah.
the meds. It's not the same. It's not the same.
Yung hihilutin ka pa, di ba? They're gonna massage you. And yeah, I really miss
And all your
yeah.
favorite food that always there
True.
if you're feeling unwell. Oh, I miss that.
Yeah, because our moms are our best friend. My mom is my best friend. I always say everything to her. Pati mga sikreto ko, nasasabi ko sa kanya. But right now, wala na. Parang nakakamiss. But anyway, yeah. Do you have a plan of being a mom in the future?
If I'm blessed to have children, of course, that would be very much welcome. I would love to have little cute ones, but that's not up to me. That's up to God.
Of course, yeah.
I'm blessed to have one.
Yeah, so right now you're still just gonna be the mother of the Haraya Choir group.
Yes, I have so many babies. I have so many grown-up babies who I look after with different needs and different, needing, let's say, different sorts of discipline or treatment. But all of them I love very much, equally.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much, Carlene. And do you have any message to our mothers out there, and of course the frontliners out there who's watching right now?
To all the moms, thank you so much for all that you do. You are super wonderful, and a mother's love is the best love out there. I mean, it doesn't compare to anything. It's just we are all lucky for those people who are whose moms are still alive, and for those people who have sadly have had their moms pass away. We will all have those wonderful memories with us. And for all those people in COVID Warriors Corner and who continue to do their work, and all the nurses and medical frontliners and carers, thank you so much for making everyone feel, reassured that we are under really good care and attention, and it will all be, I'm going to say, hopefully be finished with this, really scary times, with a vaccine already available, and you guys continuing to look after all of us, especially when we are unwell, and even for yourselves, who, when you're not feeling the best, you still go into work and do what you need to do. I salute you. Thank you ever so much for everything.
Thank you so much, Colin. Do you have any social media that they can visit you, or they can see Haraya? Do you have any website?
Yes, of course. If you would like to learn more about Haraya, or if you would like to join, we have a website, www.harayachoir.com, and we also have a Facebook page. You can just, put in the search query Haraya Choir, and it will lead you to the page that we have all the information that you will need if you want to, let's say, get in touch with us and or view our videos or our song snippets, or if you would like to invite us for your personal private occasion, for, let's say, birthday or funerals, or, let's say, weddings, then of course please get in touch. And if you would like to learn more about me, and if you wanted to be one of my students and be my musical baby, just get in touch. I do have a website. It's www.carlymoreno-hayworth.com, or just look me up on Facebook, Carly Moreno Hayworth, and send me a message. I'd love to hear from you. And thank you so much, Ala, and COVID Warriors Corner, for inviting me on this very special day. It's been
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your time. And of course, I'll be playing a video later on from the Haraya, which is a tribute to the mothers out there. And hope you're gonna stay safe, and hope to see you again when this pandemic is over, and I can watch your group again.
That would be great. Yes, please.
Thank you so much. Stay safe, and God bless.
God bless.
Bye.
Bye.
So that's our guest for this afternoon, guys. We have a physiotherapist, Myla Arceno, and of course, Haraya founder and conductress, Miss Carlene Hayworth. And actually, Haraya sent me a video, which is their tribute to all the mothers out there. So I'm just gonna try to share. And so please do continue to watch our shows here at COVID Warriors Corner. Saturday we have Joker Diva, Randy Silverio, Dear Joker Diva, and of course the Request Corner by Kathleen Alberto. And I have Sunday shows, which is this one, Let's Talk with Ella Hidalgo, and Chef Micaela Atay at 5 p.m. Sunday. But right now, today she won't be having any show because she's so busy with her business at the moment. So I'm gonna share this. I hope I'm sharing the right one. Ayaw mag-share. Sana mag-share. So yan, guys. Wait lang, guys. I'm just trying to siya nag-play. Ano ba? So like, ang hirap pag all internet and tech, hindi lang. Ulit this will play. Yes, so that's it from the Haraya. It's a tribute to their mothers out there. And thank you guys for watching this afternoon. And please do support our COVID Warriors Corner. We have merchandise we're selling. We're raising funds by selling various merchandise. We have, of course, the hoodie. We have our and and please do buy our raffle tickets for our anniversary on April 4. And this will be our prizes for further. Please, salamat po sa mga bumili na ng tickets, raffle tickets sa amin. Or actually, please do contact our admins, Rodel Saicon, Ronnie Silverio, Kathleen Alberto, Wewe Ramos, Michaela Atay, Veronica Wild, and of course, yours truly if you want to buy raffle tickets. And we please do watch April 4, our first year anniversary special with Beverly Salvia, Miss Beverly Salviejo, Miss Lovely Rivero, Ricky Rivero, we have Tart Carlos, Mr. Renato Hebron, and of course, Miss Sarah Balabagan Sereno from USA. So thank you so much for saying yes to be our guests on April 4. And we are also raising funds for a little girl, which I will be posting soon. She's actually in the Philippines and they wanted help for her medical expenses and her operation. And hopefully if there are any specialist doctor there who can deal with her in the Philippines would be better. So if you have any spare blessings and funds, please do donate po sa PayPal namin stardomarts15@gmail.com. And I'll be creating a GoFundMe later on for her by, of course, through the permission of her auntie who's looking after her in the Philippines. So, and guys, I would like to sing a song for all mothers out there. Um, I was trying to practice this earlier, medyo emotional, but of course, ngayon, harapan ng camera, I do hope that I can control myself emotionally at hindi ako mapaiyak while singing this song. So, thank you so much to all the mothers out there for bringing up good persons in this world and of course thank you sa mom ko in heaven for molding me as what I am today and salamat sa lahat ng mga trainings na hindi ko natapos joke but anyway guys thank you so much for tuning in this afternoon and please do watch out for my next edition next week. I have very special guests from Germany and of course from Canada. And abangan nyo guys, I'll be guesting at kay Miss Sarah Balabagan after my birthday on March 27. So abangan nyo yan. So this song is for all the mothers out there. Sana narinig nyo yung... Can you hear the music guys? At ay, nawala. And shout out, of course, hello, Kuya Rodel says. Shout out to Glenn Diaz watching from Saudi Arabia. Sa buhay kong ito, tanging pangarap lang ang iyong pagmamahal ay makamtan. Kahit na sandali, kita ay mamasdan. Ika'y tila ba walang hanggang sana'y di na magising kung nangangarap man din. Kung ang buhay na makulay ang tatahakin, minsan ay nadarapa, minsan din ay luluha. Di ka na paninimdim, pagkat sa buhay mo ay may nagmamahal pa rin. Ingatan ka, aalagaan ka, sa puso ko ikaw ang pag-asa. Sa ating mundo, may gagabay sa'yo, ang alay ko itong pagmamahal ko. Di may nagmamahal, aakay sa'yo. Aking inay, ikaw ang nagbigay ng buhay ko, buhay na kay ganda. Pangarap ko na makamtan ko na. Sana'y di na maisip, nangangarap man din. Ang buhay makulay ang tatahakin. Minsan ay madarapa, minsan din ay luluha. Di ka na maninimdim, pagkat sa buhay mo ay may nagmamahal pa rin. Iingatan ka, aalagaan ka, sa buhay mo ang pag-asa. Sa ating mundo, may gagabay sa'yo, ang alay ko'y itong pagmamahal ko. May nagmamahal, aakay sa'yo. Aking inay, ikaw ang nagbigay ng buhay ko, buhay na kay ganda. Pangarap ko na makamtan ko na. Iingatan ka, aalagaan ka, sa puso ko ikaw ang pag-asa. Sa ating mundo, may gagabay sa'yo, ang alay ko'y itong pagmamahal ko. May nagmamahal, aakay sa'yo. Ating buhay na kay ganda. Pangarap ko. Sorry guys, I just miss my mom. Pangarap ko. It's just, I know this song, very emotional ako dito because ito sa mga kinanta namin. Actually, my sister sang this song during the burial of my mom. And then, hindi niya na kayang kantahin. Ako yung nagtuloy for her. But, ayan. Sabi ko, this, I don't know why, like, earlier I was rehearsing this. And sabi ko, but ko gagawing topic ng Mother's Day. It's just a sensitive topic for me. But, Thank you. Ayan, thank you sa mga nagstay and sa mga wala ng mothers out there. I know the feeling, di ba? Ang hirap. Even though we're old na, di ba? We still need our mom beside us, especially kaya nga sabi ni Carlin, especially when pag may sakit tayo, pag may problema tayo, di ba? We have our mother beside us. Ayun, so sa mga may mga mothers pa out there, you're so lucky na meron pa sila. So please value your mom, respect them and love them and give them the best. Ayan. So thank you guys for iyak tuloy ako. I just miss my mom so much. My mom is my best friend and ayun. So sa mga friends ko rin na naging mother ko all throughout these years na nandito ako sa UK. Um, especially at woman nasa Spain na siya ngayon, she's been a mother to me all when I was in Eastbourne, and of course kilala niyo na kung sino kayo. So maraming salamat for being a mother to me and for all your advices and ayan, for being a friend as well. So thank you guys and see you next week here in COVID Warriors Corner. Let's talk with Ella Hidalgo and have a great week ahead of us. And please do wear your mask, the social distancing, and of course, ano pa ba? Nawala tuloy ako, hand sanitizing, wash your hands, and God bless, please pray na sana matapos ng pandemic. And if you have the chance to have the vaccine, go and get the vaccine. Ayan. And I saw a post pala. Sabing ganun, bakit daw mga Filipino, they're posting, I already got the vaccine. I'm one of them who posted, I already got the vaccine because I wanted to encourage my co-countrymen, all the Filipinos, to go and get your vaccine. Huwag kayong matakot because this is the way to end the pandemic. Maraming naglalabasan dyan ng mga fake news, about the vaccine, please don't be scared. And even if it's the Sinovac, it's the Novavax, lahat ng vax dyan, Pfizer, AstraZeneca, please do get it. It's your chance, guys. It's our chance to help out the humanity to be free from this COVID virus. So thank you guys and God bless everyone. Bye.